This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Nishanik again are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's gonna sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
The sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good!
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here!
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grabs. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Away from him, right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And live from the Nikai High Fieldhouse, it's high school basketball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, it's Fox Chapel coming into the Nikai High Fieldhouse, taking on the Newcastle Red Hurricanes. Tonight's broadcast on the LCSportsNet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, keeping you in the game. MVP Insurance. Simplify Insurance, call MVP for the win. Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. Penn Ohio Bottled Water, home and business bottled water delivery. The Red Zone, score big at the Red Zone. Mater Bonner Law, a community law firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. Jens Builders Inc., creative edge for your contracting work. Ponchos Insurance, protecting those you love. Work in Progress, paint services for residential and commercial projects. The Crane Room, family-owned restaurant, brewery, and banquet center. The City Rescue Mission, transferring lives in crisis since 1911. Something for your wall photography. The Tri-County Principals Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Hi again, everyone. I'm Tim Continental, along with James Dodson, as we are live here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse, as we got a dandy game here tonight, as it's the 5-0 Foxes taking on the 4-1 Hurricanes in Section 1-6A.
Yeah, and Fox Chapel 10-2 overall. The Canes coming in at 9-1. Last time they were here at the Fieldhouse was a night that, of course, Canes want to forget. The third straight loss to Seneca Valley in the last 2 years. Need to rebound, a big rebound win on the road at Pine Richland earlier in the week. 65-52 in that final, getting that double digits victory, a big one there. But now it's a battle for first place here in the section. Fox Chapel at 5-0, Newcastle and Seneca Valley each a game behind at 4-1, and two teams ranked in the top 5 of the Trib Live High School Sports Network's Class 6A rankings. So we can expect to be seeing, what we expect to be seeing tonight is a absolutely cutthroat game between these two teams. And you'll hear when we talk to Coach Blundo here in a moment, Tim, but a very physical team. One of probably the most physical teams that you will see in 4, 5, 6A basketball is here in Fox Chapel coming into that field house tonight.
Well, it should be a dandy here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse. Glad to have you aboard. When we come back, we'll have the Axe pregame interview with Coach Ralph Blundo from the Red Hurricanes. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Are Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our December LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Lucas Stanley as a December Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the season opener. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Union's Kylie Christopher and Newcastle's Rihanna Boyce as the December Female Athletes of the Month, with both seniors also eclipsing their 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of the luck to 1,000 point scorers Rihanna Boyce, Kylie Christopher, and Lucas Stanley, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Back here on the Axe pregame interview, talking with Coach Ralph Blundo. Coach, hey, coming off a win earlier this week against Pine Richland, a good rebound from the previous game. Just dissect that road win against the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, we went on the road and did what we had to do to win the game. I think we played great, but played well enough to win. And you know that road games in section play are gold. And, especially losing at home, we had to steal one on the road for sure.
Talk about that, though. I mean, we've talked about all the time of how tough it is to win on the road, but why is it so tough to win on the road in 6A, and especially in general here in Western PA?
Well, the coaches are great, for one, in this league. They're outstanding, and everyone's comfortable at home. If you look at the scores night in and night out, everything's between 1 and 5 and 6 points. Mm-hmm. And we end up winning that game by 12, but that wasn't a 12-point game, or 13. And every other game in the league that night was between 2 and 5 points, and that's section basketball in 6A.
Talked about 2 or 5 points, about 30 points put on the board by the freshman Kai Cox. I mean, great as a third scoring option, kind of what you guys were lacking last year. Just talk about how the transition has been and kind of right into it, pretty smooth start, it feels like, getting him right into the system.
Yeah, giving us another guy who could score. He was outstanding, he really was, offensively. We've talked about some things that he needed to do better defensively, but offensively, he was able to get to his spots all night long. Fox will make that tougher because of the way that they defend. But Kai had a night, man. He was outstanding.
Talk more about Fox Chapel in a moment here, but I want to talk about Ralphie as he's getting close to that plateau, the 1,000 point plateau, and just want to give you a chance to quickly reflect about what it's been the last 4 years with your son on the team.
It's been awesome. You know what I mean? The opportunity to coach my son, and through the ups and downs, and the good and the bad and the tough, and just watching him learn and grow and find his way through life and adversity and all this stuff has just been awesome to see. And he's a good boy, and he's a good basketball player, but he's a really good boy who works. better defensively, but offensively, he was able to get to his spots all night long. Fox will make that tougher because of the way that they defend, but Kai had a night, man. He was outstanding.
Talk more about Fox Chapel in a moment here, but I want to talk about Ralphie as he's getting close to that plateau, the 1,000 point plateau, and just want to give you a chance to quickly reflect about what it's been the last 4 years with your son on the team.
It's been awesome. You know what I mean? The opportunity to coach my son, and through the ups and downs, and the good and the bad and the tough, and just watching him learn and grow and find his way through life and adversity and all this stuff has just been awesome to see. And he's a good boy, and he's a good basketball player, but he's a really good boy. Works really hard, and I'm certainly proud of him.
And what we like to see too is the growth overall, not just with him, of all the players, like him specifically as a three-point shooter, not a more all-around player. What's been the biggest key to not only his but the whole team's success of becoming multidimensional?
Yeah, specifically Ralph is his work ethic, and he grew his game inside the three-point line. And obviously, we all know he can shoot it. Then he's doing other things that impact the game, taking charges and really defending and talking on defense and being a leader. But this team, I don't think we've clicked completely yet. I think we haven't hit our stride. I'm hoping we hit it at the right time.
Playing Fox Chapel tonight for first place on the line. What do you do with Fox Chapel averaging 20 times getting to the free throw line per game? Like, what is it that you can do in preparation to limit those opportunities and try to make it so they're not getting to the line?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting dynamic because they are so darn physical, but somehow, get to the free throw line a lot. They get fouled a lot, and part of that is how hard they go to the rim, especially their big. Kaiser's extremely aggressive, really tough kid. They're just a tough group of kids, period. There's no other way to put it. They're gritty as heck. They muck up the game and make it difficult, and it's one of those games where you find out about yourself and who you are as a competitor when you play Fox Chapel.
What's going to be the biggest key then to be able to take down Fox Chapel?
Yeah, we got to rebound the basketball and be patient offensively. They'll make you work to get a good look, and however long that takes is fine with me. We have to refuse to take a bad shot and make sure we get a good look every possession, and then really engage defensively and finish the defensive plays with a good solid box out and win those individual battles down there for those challenge rebounds.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Go get him.
Yep.
Thank you.
Tonight's pregame interview with Coach Ralph Blundo has been brought to you by Axe. Axe is here to get you there. Lawrence County, door-to-door. Transportation service is open to the public. Axe takes people to work, to play, and anywhere else they need to go. Give them a call at 724-652-5588 for more information.
Well, let's get right into the keys to the game, brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services, now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial properties. You heard it right there for Newcastle. It's about they got to win the rebounding game, and I think the big one there is every possession you got to be getting a good quality look. Don't need to rush into a shot. Run your sets, run your game, and make sure you are patient to find the right shot. That's, I think, going to be the biggest key against what is a very good, especially on defense, offensively good team for Fox Chapel. And for the Foxes, it's do what you do best. Be physical, get into the lane, and wreak havoc. Get yourself to the free throw line. If you get yourself to the free throw line 20 times a game, that's the over-under really tonight. If they hit that average at 20, advantage Foxes. If they are below 20 tonight, though, Tim, I think it's going to be advantage Canes.
It really is. Should be a great one here today as we get ready for tonight's game. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
And welcome back here to the Nikkei High Fieldhouse as we get ready for tonight's game. And now it's time for tonight's introductions of tonight's starting five. Tonight's starting five is brought to you by the Crane Room. Give the Crane Room a call at 724-656-1553 to place an order.
Your starting lineups tonight, first for the Fox Chapel Foxes, 5-0 in Section 1, 10-2 overall. 6'2" junior John Rehak averaging 7 points per game. Anderson Dockey, he's a 5'11" junior averaging 4.5 per contest. And then the three seniors, Ike Moser, a 6' senior at 3 points a game. And the top two scorers, Asher White, a 6'4" senior, and Caden Kaiser, a 6'2" senior. 13 points per game for White, and Kaiser averaging 17 per contest. So again, Rehak, Dockey, Moser, White, and Kaiser for Coach Stringar's Fox Chapel Foxes. For the Red and Red Hurricanes of Newcastle under Coach Ralph Blundo, again coming in at 4-1 in section play, 9-1 overall. The junior, 6'3" junior Damian Harrison at 11 points per contest. 6'2" senior Jaden Schaefer, he's averaging 4 points per game. 5'11" senior Kyrell Harris at 6 points per contest. Ralphie Blundo, the 6' senior at 16.5 per game. And the freshman, the 6' freshman leading scorer for this Newcastle team, 21 points a game for Kai Cox. So again, Harrison, Harris, Schaefer, Blundo, and Cox, the starting five for the Newcastle Red Hurricanes. And just about two very seasoned coaches, 15 years for Blundo, 16 years for Stringar.
Yeah, when you look at that, Coach Blundo, of course, in his 15th year here with the Red Hurricanes, 337-60 overall, and for Fox Chapel, coming in at 251 wins to 122 defeats.
Yeah, and Coach Stringar, former player at Central Catholic, he got his first head coaching job at a 6A program. That's what's, I think, most incredible. Was an assistant for a few years at Fox Chapel, goes right in and gets the head coaching job there. He's been a stalwart, as has Coach Blundo here. Two storied programs over the last few years. Fox Chapel finally got their first championship. Newcastle with 14, but all that matters not tonight. Newcastle, the home whites, going right to left. Fox Chapel, the road reds, they'll be going left to right.
It's basketball time here from the Nikkei High Fieldhouse, and the Foxes will control the tip. As they bring it around, that is Moser with the ball going around the arc, but Dockery will hand it back off to Rehak. Rehak will drive left side, throw it down low, and they'll get it back out in the corner as they drive in with Dockey, and they give it back up top to Rehak. As they work it down underneath, and off shot taken there by Kaiser, off the front of the rim, no good rebound there by the Canes, as they'll bring it up to the forecourt with Kyrell Harris. Harris gives it out as they work it on the left side with Kai Cox. Cox top of the key, drives down the right side, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Yeah,
and they're going to get this one on Kaiser.
Kane Kaiser, he's the leading scorer, 70 points a game, not a bad idea. Go right at him. He commits an early personal less than a minute into the contest.
Canes throw it in, they get it into Cox. Cox trying to back down, Kaiser takes it strong, right hand, no good rebound. Going to be pulled up by the Foxes. White as he outlets it to Dockey. Dockey goes left side, over to Rehak. Rehak, top of the key, goes right side, gives it over to White. They'll give it back up to Anderson Dockey. Dockey is a 5'11" junior for the Foxes as they give it back up left side to Rehack. Docky top of the key between the two circles.
Fox Chapel being very patient in their offensive set here so far as well, Tim.
And right it in with Docky, takes the right side, shot off the rim, no good. Rebound there by Harris. Harris on the move, gives it left side, gives it to Cox. Cox bounce pass over to Blundo, give it up top to Harrison. He'll drive inside the arc and hit a
beautiful
17-footer for a opening hit.
The extra pass to get it out to Blundo, as this one's going to be thrown off of the groin area to go out of bounds off of Cox in the full court pressure. It'll stay with Fox Chapel. But the key of that play, Cox drives, he gets it to Blundo, who repositions himself. The pump fake from Harrison to get the defender in the air, step inside the arc, foul line jumper up and in.
Foxes get it in
Barely.
to Rehack. Give it right back out to White. Asher White brings it up. Gives it back out to Rehack as he drives inside, and they're going to wave off the shot. And that is going to go first foul on Harris. And the Foxes will throw it in, and as they get it up top, they give it over to Docky. Goes left side, over to Mosier. Mosier dribbles with the left hand, stops his dribble inside the arc. Now gives it back up top. That's Rehack for three. Back of the rim, no good. Ball on the ground, it's loose, and picked up by the Canes. Bringing it down court, and it's a two-hand slam. It's Damian Harrison.
Long rebound leads to the breakout. Ends up winning a one-on-one battle right at midcourt to rip it away. It looked like an Oklahoma drill style as he rips that away, and it ends up getting the two-handed slam at the other end.
Cox commits a foul as they reached midcourt here. And that will be his first on Kai. 4-0 lead here for the Canes. The Red Foxes will throw it in. As they bring the ball up. Docky with the ball. Guarded there by Harris. Docky stops his dribble, goes right side over to Rehack. Throw underneath. Get it into Kaiser. Kaiser off the glass for two.
Yeah, beautiful backdoor cut. We saw it a lot in the Seneca Valley game. Backdoor cut work here early as well for Fox Chapel here against the Canes.
Canes in the forecourt. Harris with the ball on the right wing. Harris moves left side, goes down the lane, now stops, pulls it back out, gives it up top, gives it over to Harrison, hand off to Blundo. Blundo with the left side with the right hand. Back of the rim, no good, but they're going to get Blundo on the charge.
Yeah, Blundo hung in the air. Bang, bang, whether the defender slid in under after he was already airborne. Got to give the defender, or got to give the attacking player a chance to be able to land. Pretty close there on a bang, bang call, but the foul will go against the Canes on the Medora-Banois change of possession.
White will bring it up here for the Foxes. Fox Chapel brings it across the timeline. White dribbling between the two circles. Hands it off to Docky. Docky guarded there tight by Kai Cox. As they go left side, give it back up to Docky. Docky outside. Give it over to Fenton. He'll take a deep three, and good. Grant Fenton with the first points. And it's now 5-4 lead here for Fox Chapel. 4:23 to play first quarter. Harris with the ball. Harris gives it up. That's Blundo trying to answer a three, and does.
Deep three from Blundo, and a big answer, giving the lead back 7-5. The three for Fox Chapel. Didn't know what would happen. Harris kind of got tangled up. Next thing you knew, he was on the ground, had enough space then for Fenton to step back and hit his 7th three of the year.
Fenton with the ball into the corner. Brings it back out. Gives it up tight to White. White with the ball. Gonna go with the left hand, dribble left side. Go down inside. It's Docky. Docky's gonna have a ball stripped away as they get it back out, and a little easy up and in there for Grant Fenton. He now has 5 here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7.
Yeah, big swat for Schaefer, but good job Fox Chapel staying in the play.
They get it into the corner, and it's a deep three shot taken, no good there by Harrison. Rebound there by Fox Chapel as they bring the ball up. Docky, the junior with the ball, averaging 4 points a game. Gives it back up top, gives it over to White. White throws down inside, it's Docky, and he's blocked there by Harrison, and ball gives it out to Blundo. Blundo with the ball. Gives it over to Harris. Back to Blundo. Blundo, deep three, left side of the key. Shot no good. Rebound there by White. White brings the ball up. Gives it over to Docky, working down into the corner. Ball's loose, stole by Blundo, and we're going to get a whistle, and I believe they're going to get this one on Docky.
Yeah, how about the clean play, though? The charge against Blundo, the only Newcastle turnover, and that poke away steal by Blundo, the only turnover against Fox Chapel. As we have a multitude of subs coming in on both sides. Caden Kaiser coming back in for Fox Chapel. Joey McGivney in for the first time for the Foxes as well. And you see Nate McKnight in for the first time for Newcastle. Joining him as well, Nora Jackson.
As they bring the ball up. Give it inside and work it up top to Cox. Cox inside the arc. Right side jumper shot, no good. Rebound there by White. As they bring it down court, they work it outside. That's McGivney giving a three shot, no good. Rebound there by Harrison out to Cox. Cox on the move, down the left side, stops his dribble, throws it back out. Here's Blundo from the wing for three from the right side, no good. Rebound there by White. We're still tied at 7-2-12 here to play in the first quarter. Bringing the ball up is McGivney. McGivney looking confused with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, not a lot of motion right now for the Fox Chapel offense.
As they work it down to the right side, shot taken by McGivney's no good. Ball batted in the air, picked up there by White. Give it back out. McGivney with the ball, throw it inside. That's Kaiser. Kaiser shot no good, follows it up. Second shot good.
That's what Kaiser does so well, just following his own shot. He averages 8 rebounds a game. That time getting the offensive bound, putting it right back without even coming back to the ground.
Chop foul. Fox Chapel with a 2-point lead. A three going to be taken here by Harrison. No good. Rebound there, Canes. They give it back out. As they work it up, McKnight gives it inside, and we're going to get a loose shot taken there by Harrison, and he is fouled, and it'll take him to the line. Shooting two, first opportunity from the line here for the Canes.
Yeah, this is the win for Newcastle because of the fact that you have 1:23 remaining here in the opening quarter, and these are the first free throws taken in the game by either team, and they're for Newcastle. Again, if you're just joining us, Fox Chapel averaging 20 free throw attempts per game. They've attempted twice as many free throws on the year as Newcastle has.
So Harrison looks and shoots, and he misses them both.
And then commits the foul on the rebound as well. Team's fourth. 3 team fouls against Fox Chapel. And still in the process of getting used to the 5 fouls a quarter and reset happening.
So they get the ball inbound, they bring it up with Rehack. Rehack gives it back up over to Fenton and give it back to McGivney. Goes left side, gets it over to Fenton. Fenton drives into the arc, and the ball's going to be stripped away. But they're going to get this foul on Jackson.
And that will put Fox Chapel to the line. That is team's 5th. I don't think anybody's noticed it yet, though, for neither team, neither coach. Now they're finally getting it. So will be fouls, and Grant Fenton, 5 points off the bench in the opening quarter. Tim's going to go to the line and try to put a couple more in.
Yeah. 5'11" senior. Trying to add to a 2-point Fox's lead. Shot is up and good.
As a team, Fox Chapel is shooting 68% from the free throw line. But if you take out their leading scorer, Caden Kaiser, who's just under 50%, the rest of the team, Tim, is shooting over 80% from the free throw line. So not only do they get to the line, they knock them down.
Yeah. And he hits them both. 11-7 lead, a minute 5 here to play first quarter. Jackson brings the ball up. Jackson goes left side, gets over to Cox, to McKnight, to Jackson underneath to Cox. Cox off the glass, good.
First points for the freshman, Kai Cox, and I like that. You have a good set coming right out of a made free throw, get up the court, get it down to your big man on the block. And I say big man, he's only 6 foot, but he plays a lot bigger than that.
Fox Chapel with the ball, it's McGivney. Working left side over to Fenton. Fenton Guarded there by Blundo. Left side gives it back out to Moser. Moser for a deep three, good. Ike Moser with his first points of the game. 14-9.
He's a number 2 3-point shooter on the team. He's now got 12 on the year. Biggest lead of the night, up by 5.
13 seconds here to play in the quarter. Cox with the ball, down to 9. Cox working inside, spins, makes a move to the hoop, off the glass, good.
3 seconds left. They get it to half court. Will they get a shot off? They do at the buzzer and almost banked in.
And when we played one here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse, Fox Chapel leads the Hurricanes by 3, 14-11. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years. 8 minutes on the clock as we enter the second quarter. 14-11, Newcastle trails by 3. Newcastle lead has 2, Harrison and Cox both with 4 points in the quarter, but it is Grant Fenton coming off the bench with 7 to lead Fox Chapel here after 1 quarter.
Real quick, the other games going on here in the section. Pine Richland at half, leading Butler, listen to this score at half, 18-14 for a halftime score. And in the first quarter, Seneca Valley 16, Woodland Hills 11. Here a 14-11 lead for Fox Chapel over Newcastle after 1.
They work it left side to get it over to Cox. Back right side for a deep 3 by Blundo. He hits it.
The quick release, that's I think what's the most impressive in the development of his game is how quickly he gets that shot off. Quick release, fading away from NBA range. Why not?
We're tied at 14. With the ball is Dockey. They give it down to Kaiser. Kaiser works inside the lane, takes a shot, gets his own rebound, puts it off the glass, good for 2.
That's twice he's done that now, getting his own rebound, put it right back up and in. Individual matchups, you got to get the box outs right now. Last few possessions not going that way for Newcastle.
Blundo with the ball in the right wing, works inside the arc, takes a runner, and they're going to wave it off, saying a foul happened on the floor. They're going to get this on Dockey. That'll be his second. A 2-point Fox's lead as Jackson will throw, that is Harris to throw it in here for the Canes. Gets it out to Blundo. Blundo from the right wing, drives inside, works underneath. Underneath pass, goes up to Schaefer. Schaefer shot no good. Rebound there by White. White outlets it to Moser. Moser into the corner. Gives it back to Kaiser. Kaiser gonna dribble off his ankle. It'll go out of bounds. And it'll go over to Canes on the turnover.
What a clean game, though. Again, only 1 turnover apiece in the opening quarter for these two teams. And it's been tight defense. It's not that the defense has been lax. I mean, Newcastle's full court pressure nearly caused about 4 or 5. Fox Chapel able to fight through it. Same with Newcastle, fighting through some tough Fox Chapel D.
And off that Medore Bonner Law turnover, the Canes have the ball in the forecourt. As they get it back out, that is Cox driving down the lane, shot taken underneath. It's the bottom of the rim, back up. Fouled up there by the Foxes as they bring the ball up. As they work it down inside, it's Kaiser on the move, shot taken, no good. Schaefer goes up, and we're gonna get a jump ball with 6:30 here to play in the second quarter, and it will stay with Fox Chapel.
But that's 3 offensive rebounds officially now for Caden Kaiser as he grabbed that one, and then Schaefer almost ripped it away from him, but tie up before the possession
era. Out to White from the corner, shot front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by McGivern, takes it to the hole. Shot no good, followed up by Kaiser, I believe. Was that McGivern got the point?
Yeah, it was Kaiser who finally put it in. 4 offensive rebounds here in the first half.
with the ball with the Canes is Harris, top of the key. Harris inside at the line, takes their rattles it home.
First points for Harris, averages 6 a game, and a good job getting a little head fake, shake and bake, gets into the lane and gets an easy bucket.
18-16 lead here for Fox Chapel. 5:55 here to play, second quarter. McGivens with the ball, goes left side. Gives it over to Kaiser. Kaiser looking inside, has the ball stripped away, now gets it back. Kaiser on the move, or the runner shot no good. Rebound there by Cox. He'll outlet the Blundo, bounce pass into Schaefer, off the glass, good for 2.
Nice extra pass, Jaden Schaefer running the floor well with Ralphie Blundo. Great bounce pass through traffic too.
We're tied at 18, 5:29 here to play, second quarter. With the ball is McGivens. McGivens gonna have the ball taken away there by Docky, and McGivens hits the ground hard, as that was a big pick set there.
It was friendly fire.
Yeah.
In all honesty, and going down hard, I think he hit his head. Did McGivney, and that's just unfortunate. They went on the handoff really, and it was almost like miscommunication, Tim. He went hard to the ground, and kind of like you saw at the end of the first half where the Notre Dame quarterback Riley Leonard last night with the helmet hitting off the turf. That's the exact scenario that you just saw here.
Yeah, and of course off the hard floor here. And yeah, he's a little woozy, to be kind.
And whoever trainer right behind us sprinted out there. They knew, because he hit his head and he didn't move.
So we are tied at 18, and we're going to take a injury timeout. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve.
So Joey McGivney gets assisted off the court. They'll take care of him on the sidelines.
Yeah, you can. So I mean, he'll go through concussion protocol. I don't think we'll be seeing him the rest of the game, though. He didn't seem all there as he was getting assisted off the court. Unfortunately, again, it was friendly fire. 2 red jerseys just bumping into each other.
They work it across court. Fox Chapel with the ball. White has it in the corner. Throw away by Schaefer. Schaefer down the left side. Off the glass, good for 2.
Live ball turnovers. Didn't see many turnovers so far, but that's a big one. Stepping in front, reading the pass, getting in the passing lane, and giving the Canes their first lead in a while.
With the ball is Fox Chapel. They work it down on the right wing. Give it to Fenton. Fenton loses control, top of the key, gets it back out now to Anderson Docky. Ball was stripped away there by Cox. Give it over to Kaiser. Kaiser with the ball. Kaiser drives inside. Spins, throws across to the corner. 3 taken, up and good. That is by Asher White.
He's the leading 3-point specialist. His first points tonight, the 6'4" senior, tallest guy in the starting lineup. 25 threes now on the year, gives the Foxes the lead back.
Foxes by 1. Cox with the ball for the Canes. Cox going to try a 3 from the left side. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Harrison. Gives it back out to Cox. Drives down the lane. Cox underneath. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up again and puts it in.
Nearly friendly.
Cox doesn't give up.
Nearly friendly fire there as he and Harrison both went up for the rebound. Almost got knocked over. Maintained his balance. Puts it back up with the left-handed in.
So a 1-point lead now for the Canes. 3:52 here to play. Second quarter. White with the ball, gives it off to Docky. Docky drives into the lane, and shot taken, no good. Docky trying to get his own rebound, loses control, ball's on the floor. Blundo stretched for it and calls a timeout. 3:37 remaining here in the second quarter, and a 30-second timeout at Pontius Insurance. Timeout.
Yeah, visit ponsinsurance.com to request a quote for your auto, home, business, or life insurance. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at Penn Ohio Bottled Water. We will have our next airing of the Penn Ohio Bottled Water delivered podcast coming up on Wednesday, Beyond the Scoreboard. We go every other Wednesday. We'll go second and fourth Wednesday here of January, and then we'll make it an every week event as we get ready for the start of the playoffs coming up.
Yeah.
We're about to hit the midway point here of the section season.
It's so fast. But that's the fun part of the winter sports.
The other fun part, all the awards. How about 3 1,000-point scorers in the month of December? Adson Lucas Stanley got his in the first game of the year, November 30th. And then you had both Rihanna Boyce here at Newcastle and Kylie Frustorfer at Union, who also hit 1,000 career points earlier here this year. And that's why they were all our December Red Zone Athletes of the Month. In fact, Rihanna, if she's still here or if she's listening, I got the shirt sitting right here. You need to come pick it up.
Sounds like a plan. We're going to have to go find her. With the ball is Harris. He'll bring it up here for the Canes.
Coach Joseph said that they would be sending her over.
Oh, that's good. They work it up top to McKnight, over to Harris. Harris gives it over to Blundo. Blundo drives into the lane, down in the middle. Tries to go inside to McKnight. Can't handle it. Picked up there by Dockey. Dockey with the ball. Going to throw across court. Overshoot. Fenton goes out of bounds on the Moderna Barnlaw turnover.
Yeah, and a good job on the bounce pass from Ralphie, looking in the right direction. Just a better play stepping in front of it was Dockey, but then he gets it right back up on what looked like Aller's final pass of the game last night on the laterals. All right, I'm done with the references. My Lions lost, I know.
Cox inside, bounce pass to McKnight, can't handle off the glass, no good. Ball picked up there by Donkey.
Man, unfortunate. That was a beautiful move with the behind-the-back dribble from Cox, and just kind of lost it on the way up to McKnight. Easy, wide-open layup, and it just kind of slipped out of his hands.
They work it up to Malkachi as he brings it down inside. Work it down, and it's stripped away there by the Canes. Cox gets it out to Harrison. Harrison loses control, gets the ball stripped away, and he got fouled in the process. And they're going to get this one on White. That will be his first.
Team second of the quarter. Yeah, Max Maloki down there on the block. Looked like he was going to have a nice, easy route to the hole, and then all of a sudden quickly pickpocket. I'll tell you what, the freshman Kai Cox, talk about what he's doing as a shooter, 21 points per game. I've been impressed, Tim, as the first free throw is good for Harrison. I've been impressed with his defense over everything else. I mean, he forced a 10-second violation on his own against Seneca Valley, just one-on-one defense in the backcourt in the game last week. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. He just is in-your-face, good, clean, hard defense.
Second shot by Harrison is good. He hits them both. And the Canes have a 3-point lead with 2:28 remaining here in the second quarter. They bring it up with Kaiser. Kaiser throws it into the corner. 3 taken. Up and good by Moser.
Second three for him. Fourth three of the evening for Fox Chapel.
Harris with the ball. Drives down the right side. Throws inside for McKnight. Ball's loose and whistles.
Out of bounds just off of Fox Chapel.
So the Canes will control with 2:07 here to play. And Schaefer will check in for McKnight.
2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. How about 6 lead changes and 4 ties already here in this contest?
Everything we hope for is materializing here tonight. Blundo from the wing, deep three, good. That's his third.
And each one's gotten progressively longer and fading away, each one of them.
Ball's going to be loose and it's going to bounce out. Bounce and it'll go over to the Nikai High as they continue to play well here with a 3-point lead. Minute 50 remaining here in the quarter.
Remember what I said about this 1 turnover each in the first quarter? Fox Chapel's up to 7 turnovers. Newcastle just 2. Newcastle's taking care of the ball, and they have been active hands defensively, poking away balls left and right.
Blundo brings it into the forecourt.
I'm just glad Jaden Schaefer decided not to come and try to save that. Otherwise, he would have been right in Chris Harlan's lap here to my right.
Blundo bounce pass to Schaefer, gives it back. They work it around to Cox. Cox top of the key. He'll back it out. Minute 25 here to play in the quarter.
Chris would have protected me, right? You would have protected me coming over here, right?
He was thinking about it. Then he was bailing away.
Understandably, if I had the 6'2 Schaefer coming at me. Newcastle is going a little 4 corners action here. Just letting Cox dribble the ball around, just checking the official, seeing if he's getting counted.
Yep. Cox with the ball between the two circles. Cox drives down the lane. Takes it with underhand scoop, no good. Schaefer with the offensive board. Gets it back out to Cox. Cox drives into the lane. Has room, goes underneath, shot no good. Ball picked up off the glass by Asher White as he gives it over back. White brings it up court. 43 seconds remaining here in the half. White goes left side, gets it over to Rehak, into the corner. Down inside to Kaiser, and he's going to get fouled from behind. I believe they should be getting this one on Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer just couldn't quite get the left leg out to get in a good guarding position, reached around and really reached through the Fox Chapel player. Only his first foul. 6 different players with 1 foul each for Newcastle here in the first half.
They'll throw it in to get it up to Kaiser. Work it down inside of Rehak, back to Kaiser. Kaiser going to back it off with 25 seconds here to play in the quarter. Kaiser dribbling, trying to call the play. Down to 20 seconds. Going to hand it off to Moser. Moser with the ball. Moser into the corner, 13 seconds. Give it back out. That's White for 3. Good with the foul from behind the arc. And he'll have a chance for a 4-point play.
Just a split second late was Harrison recognizing who it was coming off the screen to get the hand in the face, and as soon he got the body up in the air to try to block it, but then he realized, oh no, couldn't bail out in time, and ends up getting a chance at a 4-point play.
We are tied at 27 with Asher White looking to take the lead here for the Foxes. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Harrison. Gets it out to Cox. We're down to 6 seconds. Cox with the ball. He's fouled.
Yeah, good foul there.
Yep.
You got fouls to give. Rehak, smart play. I mean, it's such a smart team. You know it's going to be with Coach Scringer out there.
So well coached, yep.
Only the team's third, so they can do that again, really.
Yep. 4.2 seconds remaining. Harris will throw it in from the far side. And the ball's going to be too high for Blundo and goes out of bounds on the turnover. So they'll throw it in again from the same spot. This time it'll be Fox Chapel's opportunity.
And now, smart move. They're going to get some of their scorers back on the court. A little offense, defense with 4.2 on the clock.
They get it into Moser. Moser brings the ball up. Give it back out. Clock expires as White gets one off too late. But we have played the first half here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse, and we are tied at 27. We're going to take our first time out. We'll come back with halftime here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse. It's Fox Chapel 27, Newcastle 27. You're listening to the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Lucas Stanley as a December Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the season opener. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Union's Kylie Christopher and Newcastle's Rihanna Boyce as the December Female Athletes of the Month, with both seniors also eclipsing their 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of luck to 1,000-point scorers Rihanna Boyce, Kylie Christopher, and Lucas Stanley, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Acts can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
It's so convenient for them. We take them door to door. We help them get off and on the bus if they need it. They use the lifts.
I love the people, especially the senior citizens.
They care about us as much as we care about them.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
And welcome back here to the Nikkei High Fieldhouse. We are at halftime, tied at 27. And just to remind everybody, our podcast again will be coming up on Wednesday night, and it's the Beyond the Scoreboard podcast brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Give Penn Ohio Bottled Water delivery of your 3 and 5 gallon water coolers and get a case delivered to your home or work. Let Penn Ohio Bottled Water do the heavy lifting and bring refreshing water to your door.
Well, let's take a look at who has the edge tonight so far. It's our Creative Edge scoring recap where design and construction come together with experience. 27-27 your halftime score. We'll start with Fox Chapel. Caden Kaiser with 8 points in the first half, and that's, I believe, all 8, or 6 of the 8, I should say, were on putback second chance opportunities. He also has those 4 offensive rebounds. 6 each for Ike Moser and Asher White, and 7 off the bench for Grant Felton. Those 4 rounding out the scoring for the Fox Chapel Foxes. Asher White leading with 6 rebounds as well. For Newcastle, 3 3-pointers for Ralphie Blundo. He's 3 of 5 for beyond the arc, leading the way with 9 points. 6 each for Damian Harrison. Harrison with 2 twos and 2 for 4 from the line. Kai Cox also with 6 on 3 2-pointers, and a pair of baskets for Jaden Schaefer for 4 points to round out Newcastle's scoring. 14-11, Fox Chapel led after 1. Newcastle winning the second quarter 16-13, tied 27-27 at the halftime break. That's your Creative Edge scoring recap. From concept to creation, combining their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Call 724-652-1372 for fully licensed and insured architecture management services.
Well, our out-of-town scoreboard, of course, brought to you by the Transit Authority, and we had a girls' game ahead of time where Newcastle came away with a 52-48 win.
Rihanna Boyce getting 26 points in the game, continuing her impressive senior season for sure. Battling injury throughout the game, in and out of the lineup, but she finished with 26 in that non-section victory. A good one there for Coach Donardo Joseph and the staff. The only issue is, Rihanna, where'd you go? We got a shirt for you. We're supposed to come over after the game and get you your player of the athlete of the month shirt, but that was not happening apparently yet. We'll see if she's still hanging out watching the game. Hopefully we'll be able to get that before the end of the night. A couple of other scores. Another girls game. They had a girls-boys doubleheader down at Beaver Falls between the Tigers and Elwood City. The Elwood City Lady Wolverines. That was a tight game, but they did end up pulling off the victory down at Beaver Falls. Final score there was 53-51 there for Elwood City. Halftime right now, Elwood City boys leading Beaver Falls 22-14. The other game we have right now on the Lawrence County SportsNet, midway through the fourth quarter, Neshannock leading Laurel 62-38. Good battle from the Spartans, but Neshannock's been in control of that one from the onset there at Laurel. The other games going on here in section play. Last check, Butler has taken a lead at halftime 34-26 over Pine Richland, and Woodland Hills trailing Seneca Valley, last we heard, at 16-11 at the end of the first quarter in that one. As we take a look at the sections here, the other teams not represented by all of that, North Allegheny and North Hills. See if we can get an update on that one going on tonight as well. But Fox Chapel at 5-1, Newcastle and Seneca Valley each at 4-1 behind Fox Chapel undefeated, at 5-0. Pine Richland at 3-2. Those are the four that right now would be making the playoffs, and by a long shot, because Butler, NA, Woodland Hills, and North Hills all with 1-4 records. A very interesting way that this Section 1 has begun. But I was just talking with Chris Harlan earlier today. At the top of the Section 2 standings, you had a great game earlier in the week. Upper St. Clair, number 2 in the rankings for the Triple Live High School Sports Network. Imani Christian, number 1. Those are going to flip, because not only did Imani Christian lose to Upper St. Clair, it was a mercy rule victory for the Panthers earlier this week. In fact, Imani Christian with 2 losses here during the week. So they will drop from number 1. But that Section 2 is pretty strong, with Upper St. Clair, Central Catholic, and Imani Christian going to be at the top of the standings, you imagine, for sure. And just gritty games. You heard Coach Blundo talk about it in the pregame show, Tim. Every game is going to be a tight contest, and any given night, any given team can win coming out of Section 1. It's going to really prepare these teams very well for the playoffs. I think overall you probably have the more top-heavy in Section 2. Section 1 is a grind each and every night. That's just 6A basketball for you, no doubt. But more than anything, again, this is a Fox Chapel team that is going up and down between 5A and 6A over the last 2 years. Again, WPIAL champions back in 2022. And that was the last time they were in 6A. They moved down to 5A for the last 2 years in the new cycle. Didn't have quite as good success. Now they're back in 6A. I think they feel more comfortable up here in 6A. They're off to a red-hot start again to start this year, but tied at 27 here at the halftime break with the Canes.
All right, let's take another 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter and start the second half. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling team, our December LCAP Team of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Here's your breaking news. Forgot to mention it earlier. Happy birthday, Coach Blundo.
That's right. I should have known that. Yeah, let's see if we can get a W on his birthday here. 8 minutes on the clock as we get ready to start the third quarter. Newcastle and Fox Chapel tied at 27.
Real quick, those keys to the game, rebounding. There were a couple stretches where Fox Chapel won the rebounding battle. Beyond that, Newcastle's done that pretty well. And getting good looks and in their good sets, I think they've done a great job of that so far. And they're going to draw an early foul here to start the third quarter as well.
They're going to get that on John Rehack. That'll be his second. They throw it into Cox. Cox behind the arc, drives into the lane, pivots with the right foot, and goes up to the hole. Good for 2.
I mean, he looks like Sheldon. Just that move right there especially. Getting to the hoop, using his body. Body control for this kid as a freshman is, I think, what still baffles me the most.
It is. It's quite unusual to see it at that level, at that young. But here comes Fox Chapel to get it outside. Shot taken by Taki. No good. Rebound here by the Canes. Blundo brings the ball up, gives it over to Cox, to Harris, into the corner, back to Harrison. They work it over to Blundo. Blundo with the ball, drives from the right side, works it underneath, finds a cutter, and that is...
Oh, dish the rock. Dickie Beer would be happy with that one. Beautiful move by Blundo to get into the lane. 6 points now for Schaefer after that bucket.
Docky with the ball, now gives it up. Gets it underneath, that's Kaiser. Kaiser off the glass, good for 2.
And much like how the game started, a little backdoor cut to get Kaiser the ball in the paint. First player for either team in double figures tonight.
With the ball is Cox. Cox top of the key. Gonna work with the left hand. Bounce pass inside for Schaefer. Can't quite handle it. Gonna go off his foot and out of bounds. And it'll go over to Fox Chapel with 6:38 remaining here at third quarter.
Yeah, and seen a couple of those now. Just unfortunate. Player wide open on the block, but unable to secure the pass first. Trying to maybe put up the shot a little too quickly. Got to secure the pass first, and unfortunately it's a turnover. Only the third of the game, though, for Newcastle. 7 first-half turnovers for Fox.
They're working down inside from a pass from White down to Kaiser. Goes off his hands and out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Canes with 6:22 remaining.
And what do we say the other big stat was? Free throw attempts in the first half? How about a 2 for 3 mark for Fox Chapel, a 2 for 4 mark for Newcastle?
Yeah.
That's the game Newcastle wants to play, yeah.
Schaefer with the ball behind the arc. We'll hand it off to Harris. Harris will try a deep 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Rehack as he brings the ball up. Rehack has the ball stolen from behind by Cox. Outlets it to Harris. Harris off the glass, good for 2.
So Harris with the shot, maybe ill-advised. He has to sprint back. They get a poke, and he's the one who ends up getting the shot at the other end.
And we're going to get a charging call. No, block.
Yeah, block, not a charge.
Take that back, a block. I thought it was going to be a charge. They're going to get that on Schaefer. That'll be his second.
Yeah, Schaefer kind of turned at the last second. That's why it ended up being a block and not a charge. Wasn't quite in the right position. Tried to square himself up and didn't do so in time, even though I would say Rehack was probably a little out of control. I think it was a good block call, though.
John Rehack's first shot from the line is going to hit the front of the rim and bounce away. So this team that shoots 68% from the line, struggling a little bit tonight. And like you mentioned earlier, if you take Kaiser out of the mix, it's over 80%.
Yeah, Rehack's probably the other one that you would say, if you're Fox Chapel, can we take him out of the mix? Shooting only at 56%. And I say that as only because compared to the rest of the team, 86, 80, 90, 92, yeah, you got some pretty good shooters.
So the Canes bring the ball up as they lead by 3. Cox with the ball, see at the top of the key, drives in the lane, left side, gets it back out. That's Harris for 3. Good.
The difference between that one and the previous one for Harris is that it was in the flow of the offense. Ready to shoot. Hands out, ready to shoot. Catch, release, boom.
36-30, Canes with the lead, and with the ball was Fox Chapel.
That's going to be the third on Schaefer there as he. I think Coach Blundo upset with not Schaefer committed the foul, but one of the secondary players who didn't rotate as quickly as they would have liked, just didn't communicate well defensively. And that leads to White's 2 free throw attempts, so he misfires on the first.
36-30, 5:17 remaining, and White shooting his second of 2 from the line. And shot is going to be good. So a 5-point Canes lead, 36-31. Handed off to Harris into the forecourt. Harris between the 2 circles goes left side to Cox. Ball's going to be loose, picked up there by Cox. Cox stops his dribble, gives it back out. That's a deep 3 by Blundo, in and out. And the ball's on the ground, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Tyrell Harris. That'll be his second.
Yeah, as Fenton grabbed the defensive rebound. His feet kind of got tangled up with Harris, so he picks up his second. Team's third, though. Keep an eye on that. Team's third here of the third quarter.
Fenton with the ball in the backcourt, hands it off to Docky. Docky brings it across the timeline. Docky to Fenton. Fenton with the ball, goes left inside into corner. Gets it to Mosier. Mosier going to get trapped there. He gets it back out to Fenton. Fenton gives it back up now to Kaiser. Cross-court pass. That is Mosier. Mosier works inside, and we'll get a whistle, and
they're going to get a foul against Harris. Coach Blundo and everybody in the stands hoping for a jump ball, but they're saying that he got him on the hand.
Is that on Harrison or Harris? It's going to be Harrison.
They called it on Harrison.
He showed 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely should have been on Harrison. They called it on Harrison, but I'll tell you what, that's a break because that's only the second against Harrison.
Yep. Ball got loose, picked up there by the Canes. As Blundo brings the ball up, goes over to Cox. Cox inside the arc. Now gets it back out. 3 taken there by Harrison. No good. Rebound by McKnight, and McKnight's going to get fouled.
McKnight fought off 2 defenders to get that offensive rebound. I don't even know how the ball ended up to him, but he went right between them. I think they're going to correct that last foul. Did they correct it?
Jason!
Hey!
Jason! They fixed it. It's on Kyrell. He's got 3. They corrected it. Kyrell's got 3.
So they're going to correct that, and so Kyrell Harris has 3. Fox Chapel brings the ball up. With the ball is Dockey. Dockey's going to hand it off and going to 3 try there by White. No good. Rebound on the ground. Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be Canes, and
I think they're going to get a foul in the loose ball against Fox Chapel as it was basically ripped away on the ground by the Canes.
If that is against Dockey, that'll be his 3rd.
And it is.
3:57 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 36-31 lead here for the Canes. Canes with the ball as Kai Cox will bring it up. Now hands it off to Harris over to Blundo. Blundo's going to direct the traffic between the 2 circles. Bounce pass top to McKnight. Gives it to Blundo to Kai Cox. Top of the key. 3. Good.
It's why you don't go under a screen, Tim. Everybody went under the screen. Kai Cox says, oh, wow, okay, I'll take that. He's got 11 tonight and 11 threes now on the year.
Biggest lead of the night for the Canes. They lead by 8, and we're going to whistle on a timeout, a 30-second timeout, a Sponsors Insurance timeout here for Fox Chapel.
Yeah, largest lead of the night at an 8-point advantage for Newcastle. First timeout taken in the game now by the Foxes. While we have a moment, given another shout out to our athletes of the month. Again, shout out to Kylie Fruestor for Rihanna Boys and Lucas Stanley, your 1,000-point scorers, as your Red Zone athletes of the month. And coming up after the game, we'll announce our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. A great play usually involves great teamwork. Maley Chiropractic, they have a team aspect with their 3 doctors, Dr. Archer, Dr. Bowser, and Dr. Maley. They all learn from each other. New tips and tricks to keep you feeling your best.
Is this 4th?
So with that.
Oh, I thought it was only 3.
I only have him for 3. Yeah. I don't know where you had the 4th. Yeah, so they correct. I don't know. So they're saying that Kyrell Harris has 4 fouls, and he's out there right now. So keep an eye on this. Because of the confusion, they couldn't get that substitute in time.
They get the ball up top to White. White throws inside, high for Kaiser, gets it down. Kaiser takes it to the hole, shot no good. Rebound there by Harrison.
And then he's going to get fouled.
We're going to whistle and a foul, and they're going to get this one on Rehack. That will be John's. Rehack's, that'll be his 3rd.
14 fouls each, and Harris is going to come out. Yeah, so the confusion came in because we had Harris for 2. I only saw Harris Witten for 2 on the board as well. And then all of a sudden the fouls on Harrison and then flipped back to him, and then now he has 4. So something got mixed up there. Nonetheless, the official book says he's got 4, so that's what we go with.
With the ball is Cox. Cox back off to the arc, shot 3, no good. Rebound there by Harrison. Give it back to Cox. Harrison behind the arc on the right side. Harrison to Cox from the wing. Cox drives into the lane. Jump shot, no good. Rebound there by White. White will bring the ball up. 2:35 remaining here in the 3rd. And they're going to get a whistle and a foul on McKnight.
His first, but most importantly, team's 5th, so you're not going to have bonus free throws the rest of the way.
And that will put Asher White at the line shooting 2. Asher White with 7 tonight. This will be his 2nd free throw. And in front of the rim, no good.
1 of 4 from the line tonight is White. Free throw line again. Team shooting nearly 70% as a team. They've not been successful at the charity stripe here today.
39-31 lead here for the Canes. White for Fox Chapel looking to split the pair. Cannot, and the ball's loose, but we're going to get a whistle and a line violation. So he's going to get another shot.
I think McKnight's saying that player next to him, Maloki, bumped him into the lane.
And his third shot goes through for White. He now has 8 in the ball game. And a 7-point lead here for the Canes. McKnight with the ball on the left side. Gives it over to Harris. Harrison, 3, good. Damian Harrison now with 9. 42-32.
Big shot, Damian. Smooth stroke there.
White with the ball, drives into the lane, and he's going to travel with it. He tried to make a stop and couldn't quite get the shoes to stop. And in the process, turns the ball over to the Canes.
Yeah, jump stop, just didn't quite secure it the rest of the way as Nora Jackson back into the game for Newcastle running the offense.
They give the ball over to Cox. Back top of the key to McKnight. McKnight gives it back to Cox. Cox with the ball. Drives down the lane. Stops, throws it back out. That is Jackson. Jackson back out. Blundo, deep 3. He's fouled. Shot's no good, but Ralphie Blundo will go to the line shooting 3. And that is the 5th foul against Fox Chapel this quarter.
And again, because of the range that Ralphie has, as the first free throw rattles home, because of the range he has, you have to come out and close out, even though he's at about 27 feet away.
Minute 41 remaining here in the third. 43-32 lead. Blundo's second shot rattles the rim and falls off on the left side. Stays 43-32. So Ralphie with 10, looking for 11 at the line. Shot is good. 44-32, 12-point lead, largest of the night here for the Canes. Ball's going to be tipped away by the Canes as they're going to get it. Ball's loose. Picked up there by Cox. Cox off the glass, good for 2. 46-32, again the Canes going to tip the ball away. This one will go out of bounds. Fox Chapel will have to throw it in now. But the Canes have, not really quietly, but methodically built this lead here.
That's what I was going to say. All of a sudden, it's a double-digit lead. Now it's a 14-point lead. It is very methodic in the way that they've kind of done this. Currently, right now, they are on a 7-0 run. It just doesn't feel like it, but they've strung together some stops with some turnovers and with some buckets.
Dockey goes left side, gets it over to Mosier. Mosier takes it to the hole, off the glass, no good, tipped in.
That was Caden Kaiser again.
Kaiser
5th offensive rebound, 4th putback.
Now with 12 for Kaiser. Minute 5 remaining here in the quarter. 46-34 lead. Cox takes the jumper inside the arc at the line, good for 2.
That foul line jumper can be so lethal, and I'll tell you what, he's been impressive. Again, thank you to the Caniacs. He's a freshman.
Yeah. Dockey with the ball. Dockey drives down and pulls it back out. Bounce pass inside. Gets it a rehack shot off the glass. No good. Rebound there by Blundo. Blundo on the move down the lane. Blundo stops, pulls it back out. Blundo will continue his dribble with 28 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Blundo from the left corner on the far side. Blundo now brings it down into the arc and works over by us here on the right side. Now we'll hand it off to Cox. 14 seconds remaining. They're going to hold it now to 10 seconds. They'll engage here with 7 seconds. Here they come, 5 seconds. It's Cox for a deep 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by White. White will throw it up for a deep 3 and off the rim.
Wow.
No, almost puts it in, but we played 3 here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse. 48-34 lead here for the Canes. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madore and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
8 minutes on the clock as we enter the fourth quarter. 48-34 lead here for the Canes. The Canes outscored Fox Chapel 21-7 in the third. With the ball is Fox Chapel as they get it over to Ike Mosier. Mosier with the ball. Stops his dribble, throws inside, gives it to Kaiser. Kaiser gonna drive into the lane, now pull it back out. That's White for a deep 3 from the right side, front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Harris. Harris brings it across the timeline. Harris inside, gives it over to Harrison. Harrison back left side, gives it over to Cox. Cox to Harris on the left wing. Into the left corner, gonna make a move, coming inside, and jam with the right hand. Damian Harrison now with 11.
I was going to say, not sure what the play of the game might be here tonight. I think we may have just seen it there.
Deep 3 here by White, no good. Rebound by Blundo.
And I like this. Slow it up, run your offense. And again, earlier in the game, earlier in the season, you would have seen Newcastle take that three-pointer here with Harris or Harrison. Harris pumps, pass it to Harrison. Harrison pumps, drives the lane with a one-handed slam.
With the ball is Blundo, drives into the lane, off the glass, no good, but he's going to get fouled and get 2 shots here at the line, and they're going to get that, I believe, on Mosier.
I didn't get a chance to introduce our officiating crew today, by the way. Frank Torbert, Joey Tortorella, and Mark Syke are men in stripes here this evening.
Blundo's first shot is up and good. Blundo now with 12.
Harris back in there with those 4 fouls, by the way.
And second shot follows through. Blundo now with 13 and a 52-34 lead here for the Canes. And the ball's going to be knocked away by McKnight going out of bounds. They'll throw it back in again here for Fox Chapel. 6:53 remaining here in the quarter. They get it into Kaiser, over to White. White brings the ball up. White to Dockey. Anderson Dockey goes left side. Gives it over to Mosier. Mosier at the line, gives it back out. That is Kaiser for 3. Shot no good. Ball batted in the air, picked up there by Blundo. Blundo into the forecourt. Blundo gonna have the ball stripped away and knocked away on the pass. Here comes Fox Chapel. Give it to Kaiser. Up the glass. Good. They're going to get a charge.
Charge on the pass. Charge on the pass. Ralphie, after turning it over, goes on the 2-on-1 defensively, steps in front of the passer, and draws the charge for the Medore-Bonner Law change in possession.
So there it is. 52-34 lead here for the Canes. So for Newcastle, it's Cox, Harris, Schaefer, Harrison, and Blundo on the court. Give it over to Cox in the forecourt on the left wing. Cox with the ball, backs it out.
They're just going to go 4 quarters. Make Fox Chapel come out and have to guard you.
Cox with the ball, drives inside, takes it down the lane, makes it a hole. He's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, blocking foul as the defender slid in at the last second.
I want to say this is going to be against
Maloki.
Maloki, okay. That's Max Maloki. 6:04 here to play. Here's the shot, front of the rim, no good there by Kai Cox. Cox has 15 tonight for the freshman. Second shot is going to roll the rim and good. So pressure in the backcourt again and get it into Docky. As Docky will bring the ball up. Harris. They're going to give it back out as they work it into the corner. That is White with the ball. Work it down inside to Fenton. Fenton brings the ball back out.
Fenton, 7 points the first quarter. He's been off the scoreboard ever since.
Over to Docky in the corner. Docky looking for some help. Drives baseline. Throws cross court. Gives it to Mosier. Drives inside to Malaki. Malaki puts it up and in.
His first points off the bench for the junior, and whistle and a timeout called before the inbounds pass will be taken by Fox Chapel. It'll be a full timeout.
5:28 remaining here in the quarter. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Fiesel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7.
And you can check out Chris Harlan's article on Trib Live at the end of this one. How's that 10 o'clock deadline feeling right now, Chris?
5:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 53-36 lead here for the Canes. Get it into Blundo in the backcourt. Blundo brings his ball up into the forecourt. Blundo down the lane, throws it outside to Harris. Gives it over to Cox. Cox behind the back, drives into the lane. Kicks underneath shot, no good. Follow up there by Schaefer. Schaefer good. That is now 8 for Schaefer. As they bring it down with Docky. Throw it inside to Malaki. Blocked by Harrison. Picked up by Blundo. Blundo on the move. Throw the ball outside. They're going to get a quick pass, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rehak.
Career high right now for Jaden Schaefer. How about that?
55-36 lead here for the Canes. Get the ball up to Harris. Harris with the ball on the right wing. Harris drives down the lane, pulls it back out. Ball's going to be strapped away, picked up there by Cox. Cox drives inside, off the glass, good. Kai Cox now with 18. 57-36, 21-point lead here for the Canes. Asher White with the ball for Foxes, gives it outside. 3 taken by Rehak, back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Harris. Harris brings the ball up, finds Harrison. Harrison's going to go up strong and get fouled. And Damian will go to the line, shooting 2, as they'll get this one on White. .421 remaining. And the first shot's going to roll the rim and find the way in.
It only hit the rim about 7 times.
Damian Harris, second shot is good.
Yeah, more traditional that time.
Now has 13 in the game. And the Canes have a commanding 59-36 lead. Docky brings the ball up. Docky into the corner. They work it downside and get a whistle and a foul as Rehak drives into the lane.
I was laughing over here because Chris Harlan just told me that he had covered 3 games this year so far, and all 3 were mercy rules. Like, hey, this one's going to be great. Tied at halftime. That's a 23-point lead for Newcastle. We're getting close to it.
Yes, we are. And Three taken there by White from the right side is no good, but he is fouled in the process, so Asher White will go to the line shooting three.
I have seen more fouls on a three-pointer this year.
Yeah, this is the third time?
Third time tonight, yeah. We had a couple in the Seneca Valley game here, a couple in one of the Shenango boys games that we covered earlier.
White's shot is up and good. If White completes this one, he'll have 10 points in the game.
Frank Siegel, a freshman, in for the first time.
And it's up and good.
For Fox Chapel. And you're going to see the pressure up for sure now the rest of the way for the Foxes.
And his third shot is good. White hits all three, now has 11 in the ball game. 4:08 remaining. Blundo with the ball in the backcourt, stops his dribble. High toss, gets it over to Cox. Cox will bring it across the timeline. And a timeout called here by Coach Blundo as Cox got a little out of control there. A perfect timeout to kind of resettle the group.
Yeah, he didn't like where it was set up when it was Blundo and Cox in the backcourt. And basically didn't say timeout at the right time to be able to get the timeout, because you got to have possession with it when he does. So we're going to have a full timeout. Let's take another quick one as well. Back in a moment, midway through the fourth on lcsportsnet.com.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org.
Canes get the ball inbounded to Blundo, gives it back to Cox, and Cox is fouled. And that will be the fifth foul, yes, and that will be bonus free throws coming your way. Red zone bonus free throws.
Coming back to the game, we will announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win. Coaching clients to better prices, better insurance, home, auto, term life. MVPINS.com.
Second shot is up and good. He splits the pair. Cox now at 19 tonight, 60-39 lead. Give it over to Siegel. Siegel going to lose control as the ball gets out of bounds. They're going to get a blocking foul on Schaefer.
Yeah, he slid in as they tried to wrap around for the pass, and he slid in just a little too late, so that'll be his fourth, team's third.
3:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. High toss in, gives it to Kaiser, gives it in the corner. That is White for three. No good. Rebound there by Blundo. Blundo gives it out to Cox. Cox brings the ball up. Cox outside. That is Harrison for a deep three. Back to the rim. Rattles in and out. Rebound there by Blundo. Loses control. Stripped there by Kaiser. Jump ball? No. They're going to get a hack on Blundo. That will be number 2 on Ralphie Blundo.
Now both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way, though.
Siegel brings the ball up. Dribbles with the right hand, gives it over to Fenton, works it down inside to Kaiser, back outside. That's Mosier for three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Harris. Harris on the move. Harris down the right side, he'll bring it back out. Gets it over to Harrison, drives into the lane. Harrison, nice move, underneath it up, and good for two for Damian Harrison.
Ooh, and a little bit of English on the way to the hoop.
62-30, interception again, this is Harris. Harris brings it to the hole, off the glass on the left side, good. Harris now with 9, 64-39 lead. Bring the ball up is Mosier. Gets it over to Kaiser. Kaiser inside the lane, go over to Fenton. Fenton shot a little too strong. Rebound there by Cox. Cox brings the ball up. High press to Harrison. Harrison puts it in. He now has 17. 66-39 lead. Kaiser brings the ball up, drives inside, takes it to the hole, up and good. Kaiser with 14. Blundo brings the ball up here for the Canes. 2:10 here remaining. Get the ball back over to Harris, over to Blundo to Cox. Cox with the ball as we reach the 2-minute mark here left in the fourth quarter. Cox with the ball. Cox drives into the lane. Cox throws back outside to Harris. Harris going to bring it back out, and they're going to try to stall some time here, run some clock down to minute 45. Blundo brings the ball in as they continue to work inside. Finds Schaefer underneath. Schaefer in double digits, now with 10.
Da-da-da. You see that no-look pass from Ralphie.
Here's a big three. Shot taken there by White, no good. Rebound there by the Fox Chapel, actually stolen away there by Blundo. Blundo brings the ball back up, and he's going to get fouled. See if they get this one on Kaiser. Yes, they do.
Now bonus free throws the rest of the way with a minute 22 remaining. And they're clearing the buses. They're warming the buses, they're clearing the benches.
Yeah. We're going to get some mass substitutions coming in here. Shot taken up and good by Blundo. Blundo now with 14.
So you got Quaylen Davis checking in for the first time for Newcastle. Nora Jackson checking back in as well.
Chase Lemon, I believe, is in.
Chase is still waiting here.
Oh, waiting to get in, okay.
There's only 4 players on the court there right now.
Blundo hits them both. And I believe that's when we get him in.
And Jermaine Walker's going to check in as well. So Blundo finishes with 15 as he makes that second free throw as well. And we're 1 point away from a mercy rule here. It was tied 27-27 at halftime.
Amazing run here in the second half for the Canes.
Miscommunication. Blundo was having to come run back in.
As they get it back out, they work it over to the left side. Back up top, Malaki with the ball, gives it back up. Gets it over to Galley as they give it back out again. With the ball is McMillan, takes a shot, no good. Follow-up shot, no good. Ball battered around on the ground, picked up by the Canes. Blundo brings the ball in the forecourt, 44 seconds remaining. Blundo slows it down here, down to 35 seconds. And they're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a couple more coming in here for the Canes.
Oh, they got a foul before that. They were just trying to call a timeout, and Blundo got fouled. So he's gonna get a chance to get a couple of points closer to that 1,000 point mark.
So Blundo takes a shot up and good. Blundo with 16 here tonight.
And guess what? Chris Harlan's 4 for 4.
Second shot is up and good. He hits them both. Ralphie with 17 comes out of the game for the last 29 seconds. Fox Chapel will bring the ball up. McMillan with the ball, gives it out. Gives it over to Malaki.
DJ Gordon and Mason Cook are the last 2 players to enter for the Canes.
Jump shot taken, no good. Rebound there by Red Fox Chapel as they give the ball back up.
Yeah, Matt Begg, a senior, in there getting that offensive rebound for the Foxes.
Begg takes the shot, no good. Rebound, they're going to give it back to Begg for another shot. Rolls the rim, no good. Rebound by the Canes, and the clock hits triple zeros. As the final score here tonight is the Running Red Hurricanes 72, the Foxes 41.
How about this stat? Score in the second half, Newcastle 45, Fox Chapel 14. Wow. We're tied 27 at half. In the second half, it is all Newcastle as they now work their way into a tie at first place here in Section 1 with a dominant second half. That's the full game of Newcastle basketball we've been waiting to see all year.
An amazing game. We would never expected it at halftime. As you mentioned, it was tied at 27. And in the end, this Newcastle defense held Fox Chapel to just 14 points. Amazing in the second half as they come away with a 72-41 victory. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll start our post-game show, the Tri-County Principals post-game show. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today.
Welcome to the Tri-County Principals post-game show as the Canes come away with a 72-41 victory over Fox Chapel in an amazing second half performance by the Canes as they outscored Fox Chapel 45-14. This game was tied at 27, and after one, Fox Chapel actually had the lead 14-11. In the second quarter, the Canes outscored Fox Chapel 16-13 when we were tied at 27. And then from that point on, it was just the Canes methodically working their way down, taking advantage of opportunities, and they tripled them up in the third quarter, 21-7, and in the fourth quarter, 24-7, as they come away with the 72-41 victory. Just an amazing performance here tonight for the Canes as they come away with the win. They now improve to 5-1 in the conference as Fox Chapel falls to 5-1. They're now 10-3 overall, while the Canes improve to their 10th win of the season at 10-1. And an impressive outing here tonight for the Canes, especially in the second half, as we expected a good one here tonight, and we've seen it for the first half. And the second half, the Canes absolutely dominated and led by Damian Harrison, who had 17 here tonight. Also, Ralph Blundo with 17, but leading all scorers here tonight was Kai Cox with 19. And Jaden Schaefer added 10 here tonight. For Fox Chapel, they were led by Caden Kaiser with 14 and Asher White with 11. Ike Moser had 6. Grant Fenton off the bench with 7, and Max Malaki had a deuce in the ball game, as that is tonight's scoring recap here. Scoring recap for tonight was brought to you by GEM. GEM's Master Builders and Craftsmen Scoring Recap. That's your GEM's Master Builders and Craftsmen Scoring Recap. Family owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Their extensive contracting experience in designs and capabilities and creative processes allow us to help any project meet its any challenges. Building our community for 70 years. Visit them online at gembuilders.com. And an impressive outing here tonight again for the Canes, as they were led by Kai Cox, the freshman, with 19 points here tonight, as Damian Harrison and Ralph Blundo both with 17 on Coach Ralph Blundo's birthday. So happy birthday, Coach, as it's a good one for the Canes as they come away with a 72-41 victory. As I mentioned, Kyrell Harris had 9 tonight, as that was all the scoring for the Canes. Came from the starting 5, as almost all of them in double figures, 2 with 9, and 1 with 9 and 4 in double figures, including 2 at 17, 1 at 19, and 1 at 10. Jaden Schaefer with a career high 10 points here tonight. All deuces along the way. Did a great job as he helped lead this Canes team to an important victory, as they now improve to 5-1 on the season in Section 1 play, and now 10-1 overall. The Canes now have won 2 straight. Back on the 7th, defeated Pine Richland 65-62 at Pine Richland. After that previous loss here at the buzzer, as Seneca Valley came away with a 57-54 victory. But since then, the Canes back into it, James, and doing a wonderful job as they come away with the big performance here, especially in the second half, as they were able to really control the outcome of tonight's ball game. Took it over in the third quarter and never looked back.
Yeah, took it over because they played within themselves and played within the offense. I mean, they weren't rushing the shots, and they were taking good shots. And I meant to figure out exactly what it was, but I think Fox Chapel had to be about 1 of 20 or 1 of 15 from beyond the arc in the second half. They couldn't get shots to fall. Newcastle pressuring a lot of the shots, but took advantage of those missed opportunities as well. And that's why you now have at least a 2-way, potentially a 3-way tie atop of the standings now, depending on what happens with the Seneca Valley game.
You know, I'll tell you what, while you get a chance to hand out our T-shirts, I'll tell you about our winners of tonight's play of the game, and the Maley Chiropractic play of the game will go to Damian Harrison, who had that great fake from the left side in the corner, and then drove the lane and slammed it home with the right hand. That is our play of the game. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Damian Harris of Newcastle. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Damian here tonight with tonight's Play of the Game, and he'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and a full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again to Damian Harris of Newcastle for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. And our MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award t-shirt will go to Jaden Schaefer, the 6'2 junior with a career-high 10 points here tonight. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Jaden Schaefer of Newcastle. MVP Insurance in the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Jaden here tonight with tonight's MVP of the game, and he'll receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's being MVP of the game. To view a full list of this year's top MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations again to Jaden Schaefer of Newcastle for tonight's MVP of the game, MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. So congratulations to Jaden Schaefer here tonight. And glad to give him that award here tonight. And he did a great job as 5 field goals here tonight, all of them inside, big ones, and was able to come away, help lead this Newcastle team to a 72-41 victory here tonight. And earlier tonight, congratulations to the girls team as they came away with a 52-48 win over Hopewell, as that game went right down to the wire as the opener in this doubleheader here tonight. And congratulations again to Newcastle's girls team coming away with a 52-48 win. And we'll have more on that as time progresses. And we also, of course, will remind everybody that our podcast will be coming up soon on Wednesday night, as we'll have the return of the podcast that brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Beyond the Scoreboard podcast. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for your delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler system. Get a case of bottled delivery to your home or work. Let Penn Ohio Bottled Water do the heavy lifting and bring refreshing water to your door. Stay refreshed and enjoy hot, cold water on a click of a button, or enjoy a cup of coffee with our bottom-loading water cooler options. All right. And that, of course, will be coming away on Wednesday night, as we're going to have that coming back as we get ready here for today's game. What's that? Oh, yeah. You can take a look at it. As we get down to the last couple of moments here tonight, let's see if James makes his way back as he's giving the T-shirts out. As it was an impressive night here for the Canes as they came away with a 72-41 victory here tonight over Fox Chapel. And a game that saw Fox Chapel get out to a 14-11 lead in the first. And then it tied 27 at half. But it was then the Canes outscoring Fox Chapel 45-14 in the second half as they come away with a 72-41 victory.
The excitement of the rest of the Caniacs when they saw that Schaefer was getting his shirt. And a senior, he hasn't played a lot until this year, stepping into a role and doing the little things too. Had him for 7 rebounds to go along with those 10
Only
points.
averaging 4 points per ball game.
Yep.
Got into double figures with a career high here tonight. It was great to see his contributions to this really impressive win here tonight. They are back playing Canes ball. They really have been playing it all year long. They just came up a little short earlier against Seneca Valley.
Yeah.
But in the end, what we've seen tonight is that stifling defense that we're so used to seeing from Newcastle that turns into transitional basketball. And they methodically, really, in the third quarter, just took control of the ball game.
Yeah.
Outscoring them 21-7.
And that was the conversation I just had with a couple on the floor while we were waiting to get some pictures taken, is because that's the best defense that they've played this year. The last 2 games coming off of that loss to Seneca Valley, they got finally the big game from all of them. And look at this. They're getting all 4 double-digit players. They all got shirts tonight because that's what we owed Ralphie and Kai shirts from last game. So kind of works out nicely. And almost 5 in double figures. Kyrell finishes with 9. I mean, so
exactly. All
that's
starting 5.
Yes, the starting 5, the balance of the scoring. That's what you need to have in any team, but especially with this Newcastle team. Getting that third prime scorer in Kai Cox is huge. But if you can have the Kyrell Harris and Jaden Schaefer getting those 6, 8, 10-point nights as well on a consistent basis, this is going to be a tough team to beat. That's the first 32-minute performance we've seen from Newcastle this year, and they just put a stamp because of it, put their names right there as being a team that should be considered as one of the top-ranked teams in Class 6A because of it. Long season left to go. Every night is going to be a big one, but tonight especially a huge start to take down the team that was ranked in the top 5 and at the top of the section standings when the night began.
Well, an impressive win, a 72-41 victory. As we get ready for, let's see, what's the schedule here for the upcoming?
That's a darn good question. I gotta confirm myself because I
was just thinking the same thing.
Because we have a lot going on coming up. We do have hockey on Monday. I know that one as Neshannock takes on Gateway. That's an 8:40 start on Monday. We'll be back in the gym. Tim, you and I will be up at Neshannock for Neshannock against Union. First time they've been section foes in quite some time. So that's going to be a great game, no question about it. And then a doubleheader on Thursday with girls hoops. We'll have right here at Newcastle at you and Lee will have the Canes hosting Montour. And we'll also join with Sports Radio 96.7 as Kennedy Catholic hosts Wilmington. Top 2 ranked teams in the state in Class 2A girls basketball doing battle there at Kennedy Catholic. And then on Friday, we'll wrap up the week with a trip to Bessemer as Mohawk will host Riverside. So plenty of hoops action coming your way next week and some hockey as well on Monday on the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP. That was a heck of a way to end the week. That was a fun way to end the week. I'll tell you what, because of that, Eric might be banned from coming back to do games here.
You know what it is? I'm back in my seat.
Yes. It just didn't feel quite right.
We love you, Eric.
Absolutely.
No question about it. But
yeah, save us a seat there as we go. Because what's the final score update of the night? What was the halftime score there?
14-7. The Buckeyes with the lead over the Texas Longhorns, so we'll see what happens.
We appreciate everybody listening at home while they were watching that first half. We're going to go enjoy it as well. Tim? It does feel right to be back here in the field house, the two of us, doesn't it?
It's home. I hate saying it that way, but it's home. All right. For James and everybody else listening here tonight, I'm Tim Contanese wishing you a wonderful good evening. Final score 72-41. Canes a winner over Fox Chapel.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.